Feisty Pants.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to an evening edition of Sunday Q&A. Actually, I gotta tell you, I've in a serious moment. Unless you live under a rock, I'm sure you've heard about the attacks on parts of Paris already, and I was kind of holding out for some more information just to be a little informative, and it doesn't look like anything more has been announced than what already happened. And I was watching, and I was on my way to Grimm's, and I was listening to the radio in the car, and I got the same feeling like when the attacks on the Trade Center went down in 9/11 back in the day. I wasn't in New York. I was, but I could see the trail of smoke. Like, if you go to the beach, you could see the trail of smoke on the edge of the skyline, from the friggin' towers on fire. It sucks, and I just, I know people died. Thoughts and prayers are out there. Hopefully, something will be resolved pretty soon. On a more web show note, welcome to Q&A number 74. We're gonna get right to it, because it's late. Joe Shank wants to know what's my favorite food. It is pasta. Sid from 3 Delivery, what kind of paint do you use? He asked, he was checking out the Sideswipe custom I did the other day, and asked what kind of paint I use. Testers sells small jars of enamel paint. I get them at Michael's for $2. Jeremiah Baez, Call of Duty or WWE 2K16 on the PS4? Secret answer C, neither, because I do not have a PS4. If you have one, you go get whatever you want. Blue wants to know if I could travel in time. Would I go to the past or future? I would think, I gotta go Marty McFly on this. I would go to the future just to check it out, but I would go to the past and just learn a whole lot of history. That kind of ties in with Teresa's question. If you were born in 1912, would you love to go on the ship, the Titanic, without knowing that it would hit an iceberg? If I was born in 1912, I would be an infant, and I wouldn't have any choice. But I know that's not what you mean, Teresa. I'm just teasing. What you mean is, if I was alive in the time of 1912, would I willingly still go on the Titanic, not knowing it would hit an iceberg and sink? Yes. I think that was a ticket to freedom, on its way to America, and I think a lot of people just took took everything they had and just took a chance. And I think I probably would be. Unless I was royalty and wouldn't need to. I don't know. I think I would still go, though. Ray Zero wants to know which diva... Oh, we don't ask that question. Sorry. It was a little vulgar. I still like to call it a kid's show, so I don't, I don't ask that kind of question here. Then he came up with a follow-up question. My opinion of WWE firing Sin Cara... with Hunico taking over. Yeah, dude, that's business. Sin Cara sucked, and, fortunately, it's a mask and a gimmick, and, they had Hunico take over. He's a much better wrestler. He had nothing going on at the time, and they fit right in. I think it's a great move. Adam 8000 wants to know, do I think Seth will win the title when he comes back? And what version of Cody Rhodes will win the world title first? Neither! Cody Rhodes, I love him to death. Whether he's Cody or Stardust, I think the Stardust gimmick is working for him. I just don't see him as a heavyweight champion. I don't. And I'm sure Seth Rollins will work his way back into the picture when he returns. Assuming, there are no complications from his healing. I still wish him a speedy recovery. Absolutely. I think he'll get right back in the picture. Twisted Clown wants to know, do I think Roman Reigns will face Dean Ambrose for the title at Survivor Series? If I was writing for WWE, you better believe they're damn well going to fight each other at Survivor Series. How great of a story would that be? That would be perfect. Next question. Ryoga was a little concerned that I had sold, when I said that I sold all my figures in the Star Wars video. Years and years and years ago, way before Feisty Pants, way before there was a web show, way before the internet. Alright, well, a little time during the internet. I actually had a giant action figure collection that rivals what Grimm has. I had a ton of shit. I had... I wrote it down. Hold on. I had Transformers, I had GoBots, I had Zoids, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Star Trek. Star Trek actually had action figures. Battlestar Galactica. I had He-Man, Mask. I wrote a whole bunch of these things down. WWF figures, you know, the tough ones. And then I had the giant ones, you know, that were like rubbery, hard rubber. I had Mego dolls. If you guys don't know what Mego dolls are, M-E-G-O, look them up. I had a billion of them. All sorts of superheroes. X-Men figures, Batman figures, Superman figures, Spawn, Voltron, Overpower, EverQuest figures. I had it all, man, and I sold it off years ago because I just got out of collecting. And I look at Grimm's collection. I'm like, man, that is so cool. And there's times where I wish I still had my stuff, but you know what? I just didn't have the space, and I just said it's time to get rid of it. And I sold it all, you know, good, you know, not as a whole. I sold it in parts. You know, certain people wanted this, certain people wanted that. I held on to about, like, you know, about 10 or so, 20 Transformers and the Star Wars figures that I had left over. I had I wasn't able to sell them all. I sold most of them. And I, you know, when Feisty Pants came along, I gave him some Transformers to play with, and he loved them, and he has Transformers, and now everything that Feisty Pants has is his. You know, it's all new toys, all new Transformers, Ninja Turtles he's into, what's the other thing? Minecraft, Legos. I even had Legos back in the day, and I sold them. And, so to answer your question, Ryoga, I do have your wrestling figures that you've sent. What I'm talking about is older stuff that I had 100 years ago. I had sold and parted ways with. Not the new stuff. New stuff is still all Feisty Pants stuff. Not to worry. And thank you again. Those are still, I loved opening those. Those were awesome figures. What else? Moose had a similar question. Do I have a collection of toys? Well, not anymore. Feisty Pants has a big collection, though. And Moose wanted to know where I worked this week. I worked for PlayStation this week, even though I don't have one. Lunatic Girl wants to know, is it possible Dean can win instead of Roman Reigns? It certainly is possible. I think, you know, I think it's going to come down to the two of them. I just think Roman Reigns is, you know, the focus of attention. And I think he was, you know, maybe supposed to win back in the day when he fought Brock Lesnar for the title. And it looked like he was almost going to win before Seth Rollins cashed in and won, and it became a triple threat. All right, so that's Q&A. What you do is leave your questions in the comments all week long. Tweet me some questions, Amino, some questions, something. And I'll answer them every Sunday. When we have pay-per-views, I do pay-per-view predictions. If you have fan mail, leave me some comments, you know, here and there. Tweet me some comments, and I read them in fan mail. But if you have something to send, here's the address. Alex's Toy Show, P.O. Box 13, Bayville, New Jersey, 08721. Geez, I don't know if you can make this out. Let's see if we can do it this way. You might have to zoom in on this stuff, folks. Amino chats, I have a bunch of them. Wrestling, Minecraft, Pokemon, movies and TV, Star Wars, toys, MMO, LegoIdeas.com, Twitter, no, that's Instagram, sorry. And there's the show on Twitter, at MyPalAlex. Sundays we do Q&A and pay-per-view predictions. Monday, Feisty Pants and I go shopping, and we do, you know, the toy haul. Tuesday is Baseball Card Tuesday or Hot Stove, where we talk about trades and free agents and all sorts of other happenings in baseball. Wednesday, Feisty Pants does Minecraft. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we leave it open for everything else. Friday is commonly fan mail, unless I forget to do it again. And then it'll be on Saturday. Like this video, leave us a comment, and subscribe for more!